So this is how I travel to gigs. Car seat with drums in it. Fill the back all full of stuff. And then the other side, this is why we can't have Avia's car seat in my car, because my bass drum would not fit. So I'm on the run right now because, well, I'll tell you what. All right, I'm in the car. I've been driving for a while, actually. I waited until I was on the road and solidly on my path, because I'm the worst with directions. I played this particular place 2 nights, probably 4 times a year to 5 times a year for 5 years. So what's that, like 40 times I've been there or something like that, and I would still totally get lost. But there's one stretch that is about 100 kilometers straight, so I can handle that. So I'm playing out of town tonight and tomorrow night as well. So, and yeah, it's about an hour drive. So this is part of my gig experience. I like these gigs that are just a little bit out of town. I don't like going much further than this, but this is good because I sit in the car, I get ready, do some warm-up kind of stuff, and I listen to audiobooks the whole way. I actually don't even listen to music, which is odd for a musician, but I really enjoy listening to audiobooks and taking stuff in that way. So I've got one that Dad suggested to me that I'm listening to right now called The Obstacle is the Way. And so yeah, I'm listening to self-help books on my way to my Rockstar gig after I gave my kid a bath, which made me late and made me panic and run. So, Rockstar lifestyle. I know you're jealous. So as I drive, I alternate between doing about 10 minutes of vocal exercises and warm-ups so that my voice is ready when I get there, and then I'll listen to like 20 minutes of audiobook and then do 10 minutes again so I don't blow out my voice. What do I do, you ask? I do long tones, which is this. Speed it up. And then I rap things like Nicki Minaj. Like this. One is for the boys with the booming system, top down AC with the coolest system. When I be up in the club, be blazing up, got stacks on deck like I'm saving up. I'm ill, I'm rel, I might got it ill, pop bottles and I got the right kind of bill. I'm cold, I'm dope, I might sell coke, I'm always in the air but I never fly code. It's like, excuse me, you're a hell of a guy, I mean, my, you look pelican fly. You're looking so shy and I'm loving your tie. You're slicker than the guy with the thing in his eye. Yes I did, Would someone please tell him who the F.I. is? Now time for some audiobooks. Now why the heck would I do that? I would do that to get my mouth moving so that I could do all the fast parts, because that's typically my parts in songs, is anything that has very fast lyrics. So that's my warm-up. We don't often do it on stage, but we do it on stage sometimes. But I did it for you. Now time for some audiobooks.
Never bitter or embarrassed, never out of the game for long. They slip many times, but they don't fall.
So I don't talk about my diabetes too often. It is constantly a part of my life, but it's always been part of my life. So it's just not something I think to talk about that often. But my insulin pump just alarmed that I have glucose monitoring, so it tells me what my blood sugar is at all times, which is nice, especially for playing gigs. And it just told me that my blood sugar is low. So I brought along a couple of things that I could eat and drink, but the best sort of option I have with me right now is a can of Pepsi, which has pluses and minuses. So I'm a drummer. I sing, but I mainly play the drums. And when your blood sugar goes low, you lose coordination. So it's always been a very important thing for me to be able to maintain my blood sugar and keep it steady during gigs, because I can't just stop halfway through a set and go and get a snack. That doesn't happen. So I keep sugar near me while I'm on stage, and I'll sometimes like pop some sugar pills and stuff like that when I have to. But I try and maintain it so that that doesn't happen. So now I'm drinking my can of Pepsi here as I drive, and the downside to that is I try to avoid carbonation as much as possible going up to a gig and singing, because the worst thing is to be holding a note and feel like you have to burp and try and hold that back until you get like a break in the phrases. You can do it, but it's not fun. So I try to avoid having any carbonated drinks for that reason. But between being discoordinated and having low blood sugar and the burp risk, I'll take the burp risk. More than you ever wanted to know. Everything's out, and now I just need to set it all up. Getting there. Still putting stuff together. All you can see is my drums. It is too dark to see Sean. Oh no, there's Sean. Doing our sound. We're wasting time. So there's nobody at the bar. So we're just walking by the boats.
The police boat.
Ooh, the police boat. Check that out. Hopefully people show up and you can't see me because it's dark, but then we will play. Going on for an exciting first set. Look at all those people. And Sean. We got a couple of people going. Time for the drive home.